I said the casino don't want to let Manny lose. The casino don't want to let Manny lose. And I knew it was rare, right? Because Mario Barrios just came off of a draw.
People are still kind of voting just because we're all so happy to see Manny back. I feel like that was some of it because, you know, like I was there trying to cheer when it was quiet for Mario. But it's, you know, people even cheering when Pacquiao's like missing shots or whatever.
Shocked me. I didn't think that he was going to be able to do the 12 rounds route. He looked really good until the 12th round. And Barrios just didn't do enough, man. He just was stuck in second gear.
The boxing world had strong reactions following the Manny Pacquiao versus Mario Barrios fight. Promoter Eddie Hearn didn't hold back, saying Barrios underperformed despite having a clear size advantage. Hearn believed Barrios should have been the one dominating the fight, but instead he seemed off and possibly intimidated. According to Hearn, Barrios looked nervous in the ring and didn't fight to his full ability, which led many to question whether the bout showcased the true potential of both fighters.
All the 6 rounds, like, really? Pacquiao is not completely dominating like that. But moving forward,
yeah, I didn't want to say because obviously Jesse's friends with him, but I just don't rate Barrios. Like, I mean, you know, you had like obviously Boots has moved up now, but Boots was the welterweight king. Imagine what Boots would do to Mario Barrios. You know, you just saw Barrios really squeeze out a decision on that Jake Paul Mike Tyson card against someone very average, with all due respect. So he should be really dominating Pacquiao, but I don't think he's an elite welterweight.
The opportunities of Barrios, you know, just being in there, I feel like he just looks a little bit too nervous.
Who, Barrios?
Yeah,
but you should really be walking Pacquiao down and beating him up. Look at the size of Barrios, you know. But I don't know, like maybe he's going to win. Is it going to the scorecards now?
He's going to scorecards.
Really? 7-1. Really?
I'm telling you.
Rolando Rally Romero shared a viewpoint that many fans agreed with. He praised Manny Pacquiao for looking sharp and composed throughout the fight, saying the performance reminded everyone of why Pacquiao is such a legend in the sport. Romero emphasized that even though the fight didn't end with a knockout, it was still entertaining and meaningful. Manny's movement, timing, and ring control stood out, and Romero said the energy in the match kept fans excited from start to finish.
Hey everybody, look, everybody follow my boy King Robert.
Oh, King Robert, what's up, Rob, dog? I already follow King Robert. Hey, what'd you think about the fight?
Okay.
Rolly, what'd you think about the fight?
You better show him more love.
Before you fight Ryan Garcia, I told you to kick his ass when we are here. Hey, Rolly, shout out to my son in Mexico, bro. Rolly, shout out to my son in Mexico, Rolly.
Hey, Rolly, what'd you think about the fight, though, really? What'd you think about Pacquiao tonight?
I thought, you know, it was a close fight where it could have went either way, but Pacquiao looked good, man. Pacquiao looked good for those first, like, 8 rounds. He looked real good.
Do you feel like that?
Wait. I'm trying to go this way.
Do you think a rematch is warranted, Rolly?
What?
Do you think a rematch is warranted?
I don't know.
Robert, what'd you think about the fight?
Oh man, Pacquiao by a round. It was a close fight.
It was a close fight, right?
I mean, it wasn't like the champion didn't get beat. So that's
What'd you make for the account that Pacquiao made for himself tonight?
Angelo.
Keith Thurman, who once faced Pacquiao in the ring, made a smart gamble and walked away with $8,500 after betting on the fight ending in a draw. He explained that neither fighter was likely to lose because both carried strong reputations and skill sets. Thurman believed the result would be tight, and he used his knowledge of both fighters' ring IQ and experience to back up his prediction. His win wasn't about luck, it was a sign of how closely he analyzed the matchup.
Think about it, bro.
I got paid.
You got paid?
I got paid.
Wait, you bet the draw?
500. I got paid.
No, you didn't.
Come on, you want to see the ticket?
Yes, I want to see the ticket.
Look at this.
Let's see.
Where is it at? Come on.
Where is it?
You got, look,
Hey, why did you think it was going to be a draw?
You want to know my answer?
Yeah.
He'll tell you. What I tell you?
He said,
Manny don't lose in Vegas, so you gotta have a draw.
I said the casino don't want to let Manny lose. The casino don't want to let Manny lose. And I knew it was rare, right? Because Mario Barrios just came off of a draw. But I said, man, I don't know why. But it's right there, baby. It's right there. First ticket.
You guys are blocking it.
First
So you
ticket.
got to move to the right.
No.
How much you
First ticket.
won? You won
First ticket.
$8,500.
Easy work. Easy work. I don't know. Maybe I know boxing. Maybe I don't. I don't know what I know.
You thought it was a draw though, Keith?
Look, what I tell everybody, Mario Barrios has a good jab. I said his strength is his poise. He stayed poised and composed the whole time. His jab was really good tonight. I said, and he needs to make the old man. He needs to make the old man use those legs. He did.
I think he got
But Pacquiao, you know, he was popping in, but he was getting caught a little bit on the way out. It was, look, I try to explain boxing to y'all. It don't matter what you think. There's 3 judges, and they're different every single day. Every fight night, they're different judges. Those 3 judges, that's all that matters. The fight's over. It is what it is.
Chris Algieri, another former Pacquiao opponent, said he was genuinely shocked by Manny's performance. He didn't expect the 46-year-old to maintain such a steady pace over 12 rounds. On the flip side, Algieri was disappointed in Barrios, saying he failed to use his youth and advantages effectively. According to him, Barrios didn't fight like a champion and failed to take control when he had the opportunity. For Algieri, the night proved more about what Barrios didn't do than what Pacquiao did.
With Chris Algieri, post-fight, Manny Pacquiao majority draw, man. What do you think about that decision?
Man, I think, listen, it's a super close fight. Actually, where are we going here?
This way, right?
That's it? That's it? Okay.
We got up and out,
Super close fight, back and forth. I mean, Manny shocked me. I didn't think that he was going to be able to do the 12 rounds route. He looked really good until the 12th round. And Barrios just didn't do enough, man. He just was stuck in second gear. It seemed like there were a lot of opportunities for him to take advantage, and he just didn't. Manny did a great job of utilizing the crowd, utilizing his hand speed, his foot speed, some movement just to keep the emotion there. I was saying during the PPV.com live chat, I mean, Barrios fighting with zero swagger, with no attitude. Like, it wasn't selling anything he was doing. He did a lot of good work, but it was like you had to be really, really watching to see him do it. And I don't know, man. I think as close as that was, as close as that fight, was. I mean, how do you not give it to Manny?
Even though many believed Pacquiao outboxed Barrios, Manny himself stayed grounded and expressed mixed feelings. He admitted to being a bit sad with the draw decision and said he wasn't completely satisfied with his performance. However, he also showed pride and gratitude for being able to fight again at this stage of his career. For Pacquiao, just being back in the ring was a win in itself. Fans respected his humility and acknowledged that judging a bout between a boxing legend and a current world champion was never going to be simple.
I know you enjoyed the fight, but I thought, although the decision is it's not really favor to me, like I'm sad, but I did my best. Being a no fight for 4 years, I'm happy for my performance tonight. So thank you to all your support.
One fan on social media summed it up perfectly. A user named Kashmir Star tweeted, "I knew it. Manny was winning, but Barrios is champ. It's not that easy." This message captured the complicated dynamic of the fight. Manny's legendary skill versus Barrios' status as champion. Barrios' trainer defended his fighter, saying their training camp was strong and that they were proud of the effort. He pointed out that one of the judges scored the fight in their favor, and that showed they had done enough in the eyes of at least some officials. It was a quiet but firm way to stand behind Barrios' performance.
This is John from Agri-Fifth Pro Boxing Fans, joined by Bob Santos. Really good fight in Vegas tonight between your man Mario Barrios and Manny Pacquiao, but it ends in a draw. Disappointed?
Well, of course, you're always disappointed when you don't come up with the number one goal. The number one goal is always to be victorious. But I'm proud that Mario, retained his title. And he put his heart and soul into this camp. The judges seen it the way they seen it. One judge had us winning the fight, obviously. The other 2 judges, had it a draw. I thought Manny was doing what he could towards the end of the fight to try to steal rounds, and obviously he had the crowd behind him, and I think sometimes that can influence a lot of things when they're cheering whether he lands a punch or he doesn't, and you know, we're all human, so we can be influenced by things of that nature, but at the end of the day, I thought we did enough to win the fight, and we'll see what happens moving forward.
Boxer Brian Mendoza offered a different take from the mainstream view. He didn't think Pacquiao had clearly won and believed many fans were letting nostalgia cloud their judgment. Mendoza said it was easy to get caught up in the excitement of seeing Pacquiao back in action, but argued that the actual fight didn't justify giving Manny the edge. He acknowledged Manny's effort, but felt it wasn't enough to win, and that fans were too emotionally invested in his comeback to see. It clearly
Mendoza. Whether Pacquiao got a draw against Mario Barrios. It was a close fight. You know, a lot of people that I talked to thought kind of Manny pulled it out, but I don't know. What did you think?
I actually disagree. I feel like people are still kind of voting just because we're all so happy to see Manny back. I feel like that was some of it because, you know, like I was there trying to cheer when it was fight for Mario, but it's you know, people have been cheering when Pacquiao's like missing shots or whatever. I think it was great to see him back, but I feel like that's not the type of fight when you take the title from the champion. People forget Mario's a champion in this fight. I feel like they didn't want to give Manny an L for this, so I feel like that's why it's kind of a draw or something. I didn't think Mario respected him too much, so I will, you know, say on that side, I think he respected him a little too much. You're there with a living legend, someone that you watch growing up, so I know it had to be a crazy feeling, but I still feel like he got the job done.
Ring Magazine, a trusted name in boxing media, added its voice with a tweet that spoke directly to the fans. It posted, "Manny Pacquiao proved he still got it after his valiant effort versus Mario Barrios." The tweet echoed the respect fans felt after seeing Manny fight with such heart and precision. In the post-fight interview, Barrios himself admitted that Pacquiao still hits hard, even at age 46. His words backed up what viewers saw. Manny wasn't just active, he was dangerous. Barrios' honesty about Manny's power gave credit where it was due and explained his cautious approach during the fight.
Mendoza. Whether Pacquiao got a draw against Mario Barrios. It was a close fight. You know, a lot of people that I talked to thought kind of Manny pulled it out, but I don't know. What did you think?
I actually disagree. I feel like people are still kind of voting just because we're all so happy to see Manny back. I feel like that was some of it because, you know, like I was there trying to cheer when it was fight for Mario, but it's you know, people have been cheering when Pacquiao's like missing shots or whatever. I think it was great to see him back, but I feel like that's not the type of fight where you take the title from the champion. People forget Mario's a champion in this fight. I feel like they didn't want to give Manny an L for this, so I feel like that's why it's kind of a draw or something. I didn't think Mario respected him too much, so I will, you know, say on that side, I think he respected him a little too much. You're there with a living legend, someone that you watch growing up, so I know it had to be a crazy feeling, but I still feel like he got the job done.
Most analysts agreed that this wasn't a one-sided fight. Both men had to dig deep. Pacquiao relied on his experience and ring intelligence. Barrios had to manage the pressure of being the younger champion expected to win, experts said. The draw was a fair outcome given the clash of generations and styles. However, many were more critical of Barrios than Pacquiao. They felt Barrios didn't show enough aggression or urgency, especially considering his age and physical advantages. His hesitance left fans wondering if he was fighting to win or just trying to avoid losing.
Barrios' embarrassing performance, but a good performance for Pacquiao considering what had happened. Cook me all you want in the comments. I blame this more on Mario Barrios, just not. He's the worst. Jinky Pacquiao did a great job matchmaking this. He is by far the worst champion, world champion I've seen in boxing in a very long time. Mario Barrios did absolutely zero. He'd hurt Manny, I think in around round 11, and he let him off the hook, didn't do anything. He'd hurt him to the body one other time, and he looked really good in the first round. Horrible performance by Mario Barrios. How he got a draw, I wouldn't have given him a draw. I had Pacquiao ahead. And I thought for sure, even if it was close, they would give it to Pacquiao. They give it a draw, majority draw. I'm not going to say that I'm not shocked, but I think it was the best case scenario for Manny. And Barrios got lucky. It was a best case scenario for Manny because it moves the division forward a little bit, but he didn't look that bad. Barrios looks horrible. If he was in there with Brian Norman Jr., he would have been KO'd, or God forbid he was in with Boots. Manny just, I mean, I know people are still going to say, look, Manny won. Manny did not look good. That's to tell you how bad Barrios is. He didn't look good at all. His punches were sloppy. He was slow. He didn't look effective. I don't care what anybody says. That's what I saw. Granted, he's 46 years old.